You did not become hyper independent because you're strong. You became hyper independent because no one showed up for you. There is a kind of woman who doesn't know how to receive. She knows how to survive. She knows how to do everything alone. She knows how to carry herself, fix herself, protect herself, save herself. She would rather die than ask for help. But softness supports being held, letting someone like show up for her and do things for her. That feels foreign, that feels uncomfortable, that feels unsafe. You grew up having to depend on yourself emotionally, financially, spiritually. Then hyper independence became your armor. It's very normal. And today I want to talk to you about how to take that armor off without becoming naive, weak, or exposed. How to be feminine and protected. How to allow yourself to receive without losing discernment. How to soften without being manipulated or played. Ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hind. Please show your support by subscribing to my channel, liking this video and commenting. This is a space for women who heal deeply and elevate. Let's get one thing straight. Hyper independence is a trauma response, not a personality. Let's clear something up. Hyper independence is not strength, it's adaptation. You learn to rely on yourself because people disappointed you. Adults were emotionally unavailable. You had to grow up early, at an early age. Help came with condition. Or if I do this, what do you bring to the table? What do you do? In exchange kind of help. Always conditional help, not unconditional love or unconditional help. Love felt always unstable for you. So you learned, I'll do it myself, then depend on people or ask people for help or deal with the headache of people. Or that if I don't do it myself, I will pay some other way. So I'd rather just do it myself. And that kept you safe. It made you capable, it made you resilient. But what once protected you can later block love and feminine flow and intimacy. Hyper independence says, I don't need anyone, I'll handle it. I don't trust support, I don't trust these people. Depending on others is dangerous. And feminine energy, on the other hand, feminine energy receives. If you don't heal hyper independence, you confuse independence with isolation. This is not about becoming dependent on other people neither. This is about becoming available and feminine while being protected. Receiving feels unsafe when control was your survival. Here's the truth that most people avoid. When you're hyper independent, control feels safer than connection. Receiving means that you need to trust someone. You need to let go of control. You need to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Risking maybe disappointment, waste of time. And your nervous system says, no, I've been here before, I've done that, we're not doing that anymore, we got disappointed before, I'd rather just save myself time and just do it myself. So when someone offers you help or love, care or provision, you deflect, you minimize, you say I'm fine, you get awkward, you feel guilty, you feel exposed. So receiving doesn't feel feminine or natural for you at first. It feels threatening, it feels dangerous for you. It feels like you're losing control and you feel like weak and vulnerable. And hence, you don't want to accept or to receive help from other people or to receive in general from other people. This does not mean that you're broken, by the way. It means your body learned survival before it learned softness. The healing is not forcing yourself to receive though. It's teaching your nervous system that support is safe now, step by step. Be feminine, but don't be naive. Let me say this very clearly. Soft does not mean stupid. Feminine does not mean unprotected. Open does not mean available to everyone. Healthy feminine energy has boundaries, discernment, intuition, patience, self-respect, girls. Okay, self-respect. Not stupid, not naive. Now, naive femininity says, I'll give everyone a chance. I see the good in him. I don't want to seem difficult. I don't want to scare people away. Maybe he's good, like I see the potential of this person. No. Wise femininity says, I observe before I open. I let actions speak louder than words. I don't explain my boundaries. I don't teach a man how to be a man. I don't rush intimacy or being vulnerable or open emotionally too quickly to the wrong person. I don't chase. You don't heal hyper-independence by collapsing your boundaries. No, you heal it by allowing the right people to meet you where you are. Feminine energy flows, but it also filters. It also has a lot of self-respect and boundaries. That's the part that a lot of people miss. Learning to receive is a skill, not a switch, not a button. So, like any skill, it takes time and practice to learn to receive, to learn it, okay? So you don't go from hyper-independent to soft overnight. You practice receiving in small, safe ways, slowly. So you start by accepting compliments, maybe without deflecting. You let someone help you without explaining yourself. You allow rest without guilt. Even if it means just someone opening the door for you, you accept that. Even if it means just someone offering to pay something, or someone offering to press the button in the elevator. These are how you practice in the beginning, okay? Just the small things. If you don't allow yourself to receive these things, even if it's just really super small things, okay? Or a girl complimenting you or a guy complimenting you, you don't just be like, oh, he's just saying this, or no, you accept it, you take it, you say thank you, you move on. That's it. Allow yourself to receive. Let someone do something for you without paying it back. A lot of people, I didn't realize this before, but a lot of people were programmed with this mindset that if someone does something, you feel like you owe them. You feel like, oh my god, I need to pay them back. I don't know how some people got programmed that way. I noticed that some of my friends in the past had that mindset. It's like if someone offers something, they feel like they need to like pay it back right away. And it's even worse when it's like with men. Like you feel like you need to give something back just because they invited you for dinner, or just because they brought you flowers, or just because they brought you a gift. No, allow yourself to receive. Be in your feminine energy, which is receiving. Allow yourself also to rest without guilt. I don't know if it's like due to social media pushing productivity for the past years and all of that. That's, I don't know why it's mostly women that suffer with this. Is like, why do we always feel guilty to rest and not be productive? Like, it's like the day I'm not productive, I guilt, like I'm in bed, maybe sick, or like I'm on my period or whatever, and I feel so guilty that like, oh my god, I could have been doing this, why didn't I do this, why was I overwhelmed? Like, I keep like sometimes even like asking myself, like, why was I overwhelmed by this? Why didn't I have the energy to do what I was supposed to do today? But no, I taught myself that no, if I listen to my body first, okay, if today I didn't feel energy and I pushed, that might cause actually a burnout, which means that my productivity in the future would be lower, would be slower, and it will take more time to get back to being productive. So no, if my body feels overwhelmed and it feels like it needs rest, I let my body rest. My body, mind, and soul rest without a single drop of guilt, okay? Receive emotionally before also materially. Like, receiving is uncomfortable at first. That's how you know you're healing. But if it feels uncomfortable, you know you're in the right path. You know you're starting to push that programming that you had that doesn't allow you to receive. But here is the most important rule. You receive without over giving back. You don't receive love and then exhaust yourself to earn it. You don't receive support and then feel indebted to that person. You don't receive kindness and then prove your worth. Receiving is not a transaction, it's alignment. I repeat, receiving is not a transaction. Don't let other people that are wounded masculine or wounded people or unhealed people convince you otherwise, that receiving is a transaction. No, this is not true. Okay, it's not just because someone brought you a gift that you need to give something back. It's not just because someone offers something that you need to offer something back. Receiving is not a transaction, especially between men and women. It is not a transaction. Just because a guy brought you a gift does not mean you need to give anything back. Just because a guy invited you to dinner, you do not mean you're obliged to do anything back. There is no contract that ties you to do anything, okay? And the more you practice this, the more feminine your energy becomes naturally, okay? You are not forced to give people back just because they gave you something, okay? Just because you're receiving something, okay? People don't give gifts to get back. A gift by definition is not a gift if it's against something. That's then buying and selling, okay? But if it's an actual gift, when people give an actual gift, when people give you a birthday gift, it's for you, it's for them to see you happy. And seeing you happy should make them happy. And that's why they bring you a gift. In the same way that when your parents bring you a gift when you're a child or even now, they don't give you a gift because they're waiting for something back from you. They don't give you a gift because of anything. It's unconditional love. They give you the gift to see you happy, and when they see you happy, they are happy. That's it. True feminine energy, it is self-trust, not blind trust, you girls. The most feminine women are not naive. They're very intuitive. They're very smart. And by the way, you can be smart and still be naive, okay? It's two different things. But you have to be intuitive. They trust themselves more than they trust words. That's the actual feminine, the true feminine woman. They trust themselves and they trust God more than they trust other people's words. Okay? They don't rush to believe somebody. They don't rush to trust somebody or to give blindly trust. They don't chase other people. They don't overshare or overgive. They don't force closeness. They let people reveal themselves to them. Okay? If something feels off, you listen. If actions don't match words, you step back. If efforts disappear, you detach, disappear, vanish. Okay? Why would efforts disappear? Okay? If someone is not investing in you, why are you investing in them then? Because a lot of people, or especially men, do this. They will love bomb you heavily, which gets you attached and then disappear. And then you keep chasing. No, don't chase. Why are you chasing? You detach. You also remove your presence. That's it. You know? That's feminine wisdom. You don't protect yourself by hardening or putting a shell, an unbreakable shell. You protect yourself by paying attention. Okay? By selecting. Okay, trusting yourself more than trusting others. Soft heart, but sharp awareness. That's the balance. I trust you did not become hyper independent because you wanted to. You became that way because you had to. Okay? Now you're allowed to evolve. You're allowed to soften without losing yourself. You're allowed to receive without becoming naive. You're allowed to be feminine and protected. Your softness is not your weakness. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. Your discernment is not your coldness. You are learning just a new way of living, a new way of being in this world. One where strength and softness can coexist, because they can. And that's the most powerful woman of all.